Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. A late-season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Coming out with it, it's Mays. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Florida's offense will have first crack at this one. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Baugh. And everything in this attack runs through him.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, it always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. And I don't think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, and it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays. This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Gators will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Wildcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Got a man. It's Gilmore. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes. And
the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Return. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And, guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. Catch in the middle. It's Baxter. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Bounced off his feet.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the stick.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gators send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Offense working from the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Crosses the 30. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff for Ball. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he's
intercepted for the 11th time this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Kentucky. Took it all the way back to the house. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball, fighting off the defender. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Sweet cut there. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Looking long. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I feel like that was predetermined. Like they told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Wide receiver going in motion.
Return. Level. Go.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
But you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The run inside. It's Baxter. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Their field, this one in tight quarters. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity. A great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
They'll run play action. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Gators decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
Going deep. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going to take a shot. Makes a grab deep. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches will...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires left. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Here comes the Heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Intercepted, number 19.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but, man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up.
Touchdown, Florida. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you've got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And he puts through the extra point. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That's caught. It's Baxter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Wilson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. And they're able to get him down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To the ground to try to move the chains. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Here's Jaden one more time. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Gators are marching down the field.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. He'll try it again. Oh, better look out. Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Gilmore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things, because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things eat.
Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on first and 10, they'll go with a direct snap. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Pulls it in. It's Gilmore. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Gonna take a shot. Pass is knocked away, incomplete. And how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Barnes. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Singleton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Breaks loose. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get it through the air. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. That one comes out hot down the right side. Got it down the field. Running free. Touchdown, Wildcats. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They just haven't been able to hold up and protect the quarterback, and now they face 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him, and he never had a chance. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Bring in the heat. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The RPO, fire complete to the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down,
finding some room. They'll use a timeout here. 2:06 remaining on the clock. Of course, it stops again at the 2-minute mark. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Rodriguez. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
On third down, here's Baxter. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this two-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Takes it from the gun on third down. Got the back over the middle. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Upstairs to make the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. Kentucky right back to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Jones wants to throw it. Snares it outside. It's Mays. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can
Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just getting the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is